Welcome to Mission Driven Founders, where passion meets purpose. If you're dreaming of starting your own business, whether it's in beauty, wellness, or beyond, you're in the right place. We are going behind the scenes with inspiring entrepreneurs who are not just building brands, but driving real change. Subscribe and follow us for updates and also stick around. This conversation could be the spark that ignites your journey. Today, we're excited to introduce Rachel Madar, founder of Idra Wellness. Rachel Madar started Idra Wellness with the vision of creating a space where people could access tools and products that nurture their mental and emotional health. Now, let's dive into Rachel's inspiring journey and see how she's contributing to our movement and making a difference in the world. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Wow, thank you so much, Wanda, for inviting me to this beautiful space to share information with you and discuss beautiful thing about transformation and well-being. Yes.
Thank you. Wow. Beautiful introduction. I love how we just started this conversation.
Right there, diving into right there.
Your brand's journey is truly inspiring. Can you take us back to the moment it all began? What sparked the idea and how did you turn it into reality?
Idra was born from my passion for holistic well-being. Idra comes from an ancient word and meaning gathering and unity, and that's exactly what I aim and my team is aiming to do, bringing people together in wellness. So I realized that in today's fast-paced world, when people need simple, natural solutions to reduce stress and to feel more balanced. So Idra, for me, it's not just the products that we offer. It's a wellness experience. We offer in a variety of products, but it's really about the goal. And our goal is to help people create small, powerful rituals that fit into their daily lives.
Beautiful. I love your products, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I love them too. I have in front of like all the time with me.
Show us
They're
your
very
products.
they're very unique. One of the one I'm really proud of, the one of the products that I'm pretty proud of is our 13 fragrances that we have in a form of like a very pure, natural, organic essential oil that can be used as a fragrance to, as we can say, like really like a organic fragrance, no chemical, and they're beautiful scents. And what I'm proud of is really our sprays, and they're all water based as well, and they'll be used, when before we go to sleep, when we wake up, right now, even in our conversation, uplifting our energy, and because it's really all about the power of a scent therapy, you know, in a
I
way.
agree. The
Yeah.
scents, they make such a difference in how we're feeling. They just change the whole vibe. I love the scents and I love yours too. Wow.
Thank you. And the reason I chose to really products that have scent, because scent, by the way, is the power of smell is the only scent out of the five senses. Uh, if I may say, biblically speaking, is the only scent that connects us to our limitless, endless soul. On each of the products, and I have my line is inspired by Idra. I chose the word inspire because I found out that in the beginning of my journey of Idra is that the word inspire is derived from two words, breath of the divine, like breathing the divine. So we all go through a journey. Everything in my with my products are tie in into the journey of our soul. So we also have supporting digital workbooks that people can download with no cost from the website, and they have access to Idra Inspire podcast. Actually, it's mindfulness meditation mainly at the moment. And as we go along, we will add more education material and tips. So
I
what?
love that. I am heavily meditated. I love meditation. My friends joke around with me, but I meditate in the morning. I meditate at night before I go
Nice.
to sleep, during the day if I need to. So that is amazing for meditation. to set the tone and start your
Set
meditation.
intentions. Yes.
Yes, perfect. Beautiful. So, who is your ideal customer and how do you envision your products making a difference in their lives? How do you connect with them on a personal level?
Any person who desires to have a balance in their mental state, and if I'll be more specific, he or she that has the desire to go through a transformation and growth in order to connect to themselves, right? Does it make sense? It's very interesting to when we originally set, like, the business plan of where how to reach people, how who will be our ideal client. And it's a person that desire to go through a transformational.
That's beautiful. Your audience is someone who is very conscious, right,
It's
of what
true.
they're doing and very aware or looking for awareness. So that the sense will help them get grounded and also start getting into that emotional state of well-being.
Person that really choose him or herself, in a sense of like understanding that when I put myself in a place of self-love, if you will, I'm able to see the good within me, and therefore I can see the good with others. And there is a synergy, there is a unity that comes around. And this is an awakening of consciousness, actually.
It is
So,
very powerful.
yeah,
I
yes.
absolutely adore this.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I believe that all humanity reach a point where the question is are poking from inside. Uh, is this is what's there in our world? Is this is are there in our life? What is the purpose of my life? What's the purpose of me? And what can I do to manifest and create more? I think when we having those awakening of questioning, we also seek for certain habits to adopt, so we'll have balance and less of a stressful experience in our life. So our mind can be mindful, can become to make certain decision, to see how we can influence and impact others. How can we be more of a sharing? So the products and what we offer at Idra is really a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that the person can adopt. For example, create for themselves in the morning, like a morning energy boost, like starting the day with breathing and inhaling, or also the products set the intention by writing gratefulness notes for themselves in the midday to reset, um, by taking even 3 deep breath in and ground yourself. So creating different habits that supports you so you are able to support others.
Incredible. We're diving deep into the meaningful connections with the sense and
Yes.
the conscious. And I adore this. I love this conversation. We could talk for hours about,
Yes, absolutely.
but we have to go to the next question. So,
Please. Yes.
sustainability and ethical sourcing are at the heart of your brand. Could you share the behind the scenes process of how you ensure every ingredient and packaging choice reflects your values? Any unique challenges you faced in staying true to this mission?
Um, Constant challenges, of course, constant challenges, but we are stick to the mission, and I can share even a process from the beginning, from the packaging, the choice of using whether it's glass or acrylic for a product, the essential oils, the products themselves, to make sure that the manufacturer, the sourcing of it coming from a organic, pure um, product combinations, everything. The fact that we have found uh, the team that we work together, that was like the biggest challenge, but the first step that was very important before we even do anything. Any form of like moving on to the next steps of the from the packaging and even marketing was so important. So uh, just on that, I worked on it for 4 years to make sure that we have the correct ingredients, packaging, and I still now I'm thinking and I'm sourcing more and different, like to packaging that will um, that will be more of a natural that
Aligned with your value.
align with align with the mission. Exactly. It's ongoing. We never settle.
I know it's a journey that never ends, right?
Never end. And I'm even checking again the ingredients. So we have, for example, body lotions and body oils. We keep checking the ingredients, and we going back to the manufacturer. We says, you know what, we want to remove this. We want to add this, just to make sure that the use people will benefit with the use of the product, no matter what.
It's
To
so important.
Yeah,
It's such a big part of business, and sometimes people just look at the finished product and they don't realize how much work, how much effort was
yeah.
put into that one product. All the ingredients, the packaging, the right people who are aligned with your mission. It's really hard to find the whole structure behind it and to have everything, functioning the way you envisioned, right?
It's true. And when you have the foundation, as you said, when we have this as the foundation, it's easy to build on top of it. So I think like taking really the time to make sure that we have um, the right ingredients, packaging, and so forth, it's very important for any business adventurous out there.
So true. And building a brand is a journey filled with highs and lows. Can you tell us about a particularly tough moment, how you pushed through, and the key lesson it taught you as a founder?
I'm still pushing through. I'm still, I'm still learning from every interaction. Every decision is a lesson. Started like okay, so the products themselves have been really fortunate, as I said, to have met a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people in the so with a manufacturer that we're sourcing the ingredients from. Like this is has been a blessing. My personal main challenge is with marketing. With sometimes not sometimes I it's not my expertise of marketing. I can think of how I've learned a lot, but to connect with people that will be your partner in marketing has been a challenge for me, because it's also delivering the message, making sure that whoever you work with will be aligned with what is that you really wanted to bring, what is your baby that where you wanted to grow, and the mission behind it. So some aligned, some not, and it's constantly tweaking the message, updating the information, a lots of conversation to put your brand out there. Yeah, and to make sure that you constantly pushing through and never give up.
I really appreciate how open you are because most entrepreneurs they struggle with marketing, especially when your focus is really on the quality of the product. Sometimes it's really hard to get the message out there and to tell people how much you work and how much effort you put into a product line or one product even. So I appreciate how open you are about this because
Sure.
I am sure a lot of other entrepreneurs right now are saying, me too. I struggle with the same thing. It is tough because you're not wearing one hat, you're wearing a million hats,
True.
right? When you're opening your own
True.
business and taking care of everything in the beginning, and it's an ongoing journey, like you said. It never ends. We never get to where we want to get. Right?
And in the process, I've learned also, and I'm still learning. It's ongoing teaching moments. of when is the time to let go, when is the time to let go and let maybe someone else to bring his expertise into the business and allow the other person to support the growth of your business. So this
That
is
is
a yeah.
very wise, because you can't do it all by yourself.
No,
And
no.
recognizing that is a big step
Yes.
forward.
Yeah. So I'm into very into the collaboration, joining venture to make sure like that if the mission is to support people with their well-being, I can definitely not here to do it alone. Is really to do it together, like Idra, togetherness.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the giving back chain, where brands and consumers unite to support the planet and the community. How does your brand contribute to these efforts? And are there any specific causes or initiatives that you're especially passionate about?
Okay, this is amazing. From the beginning of the journey with Idra, um, I've been contacted by and contacting various foundations to see how we're able to support. So even next week, we are supporting a cause. It's called Breath of Wealth, a organization here in Los Angeles that they have in a gala, and so we are one of the supporters. In Idra, we take it very seriously to give back. Share with different foundations. For example, Breath of Wealth organization here in Los Angeles. We have around the United States. We share whether it's products that we donating for support and fundraising that we can do. I really would love in one day that Idra will have its own foundation to support children education in wellness and well-being. So this is one of my goals.
This work with children would be amazing if they could have that in schools.
Yes,
Meditation, I know some schools are already doing that, but
yes,
the aromatherapy, the meditation, a more holistic approach, not just the meditation or just yoga, but I think they need to understand the whole concept of spirituality and
and
about.
connection of body, mind, and soul. Yes,
I agree,
yeah,
because that would help them build a stronger foundation for the future, for them to grow stronger spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? Not just
exactly,
academics. It's important, but it's not the only thing we need in life.
exactly, exactly. So this where we are leading our brand into adding later on foundations that can support children education in wellness.
Amazing. Rachel, Idra Wellness meets all the criteria for the CMB certification, which reflects your commitment to excellence in several key areas: transparency, sustainability, clean ingredients, performance, social impact, and education. Can you share how the CMB certification helped you ensure that your brand meets these standards, and how it has boosted recognition for your commitment to these values?
The fact that is organization that I need to that checking me up, yeah, that I need to live by the standards and put me in a responsible state. This is by itself the key because it encouraged me to check, go back and check all these items that you listed from the ingredients to the quality, everything. So it brought me to really go back and to check all these items, to follow up and to make sure that I'm aligned because it puts me in a place of providing high quality um, to potential clients around there. So this is, I think, like number one.
Oh,
Second is also to be part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs working together, collaborating. I've met some of them in virtual meetings that we had. I was so honored to be part of this and be experience this collaboration and the sharing, the genuine sharing that was among the group that are part of CMV. I think this is so important. It's so important to and so supportive, feel so supportive, and that you're not alone in this journey.
That is such a meaningful feedback to us here at CMB because one of the things that we really wanted to do was not just say, you're approved, you're not approved for certification. We wanted to be part of a journey for those brands who wanted to have our help into getting certified, becoming more sustainable, more natural, giving back in a more meaningful way. So the fact that you recognize the certification as more than just a seal of approval, but
Yes,
actually a community that is supporting you, and that we are all accountable, right? We're all being accountable for what we're bringing to the table, both Crunchy Mama Box with what we
yes,
offer and the brands with what they offer. So we're all working together, and community is the core of our business, right?
absolutely.
Each other thrive, growing together. So I love that feedback. Thank you so much. It means a lot to all of us here at Crunchy Mama Box.
Thank you. Thank you. I really truly appreciate it. And I'm really happy that I have this opportunity to give you this feedback and to share how important and valuable is it for us to have this community, this support, that you know that you can reach out and to speak and even be directed. It, it's so beneficial.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rachel. And thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journey and for all the work that you do to create a more sustainable, conscious world. You've shown us how businesses can truly be a force for good. And to everyone who's in this conversation right now, remember that every choice we make can shape the future. So let's choose wisely, live intentionally, and support those who are making a difference, like our friend Rachel. So stay inspired, stay motivated, and let's keep building a brighter future together.